What is up, you sexy beasts? Hope you guys are doing fantastically well. We are going to get straight into it today because I am fired up. We are going to be talking online semifinals, week 3 and week 4 of the semifinals. I'm going to be honest with you. When it came out that there was going to be a bunch of online semifinals, I was kind of like, it's going to be boring. It's not going to be super spectator friendly. And chances are we probably won't see the fittest and best athletes go through because there's athletes like Brent Fikowski, who I was really worried about, who just thrive on real in-person live competition, perhaps some longer workouts that you can't do online. Brent just loves to execute a game plan and, reel people in these longer workouts. And the reality is with these online comps, sometimes you just can't have those kind of longer form workouts that can really showcase some of these athletes' abilities. Well, I was worried for nothing because about 15 minutes ago, the CrossFit Games released the 2021 online semi-final workouts and it's good. I'm really, really pleased. So the way it's going to work is all the semi-final events that are online are going to be doing the same workouts, the same 6 workouts they've released. And one of the things that I love about CrossFit, that I'm sure you guys love about CrossFit, is the fact that we can repeat workouts, we can compare to previous years. And so with this online semi-final structure, what that means for us is we have got 4, maybe 5 semi-final events. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 different events all doing the same workouts. So we can then compare across all these 5 semifinals how athletes perform on different workouts. But not only that, within these 6 workouts I've released, 2 of these are workouts that have been done before. One is Friendly Fran, that was done last year in stage 1 of the online games portion. So we're going to be able to compare the athletes' times on Friendly Fran this year in the semis to the athletes from last year in the online portion of the games. And then also Gretel, which was a workout done at the Mid-Atlantic CrossFit Challenge or Championships. That is going to be done again in the online semis. So we're going to be able to compare to the times there as well. So lots of comparisons that can happen, which is exciting. And the workouts, in my opinion, look great. So thank you, Dave Castro. I think you've done an incredible job with the semi-final tests. Now, there's not a lot of heavy stuff in here. There's one workout, a snatch event, where we're going to go through the event shortly. But looking at these 6 events, I feel like the best CrossFitters are going to get through. If you are someone who relies on slightly heavier workouts being programmed, but your gymnastic skill work maybe is lacking, I don't think you're going to get very far in these events. I feel like these 6 events really require not only a high level of gymnastic skill work, but also the ability to do volume. There is one workout with 60 muscle-ups in it, I believe. So high level of gymnastics, you definitely need a massive engine. There's some longer workouts. You need a decent level of strength, but again, maybe there's one strength component missing, but it is CrossFit after all, so the old top-end strength is maybe not something that is that important when it comes to testing. So honestly, I think without seeing any feedback from any athletes yet, I think the athletes will be very, very happy with these tests. I think it's a very well-rounded tests, and the best athletes will be found. So let's go through these events. Number 1, we're starting with a bang, Friendly Fran. So it's slightly heavier weight than your average Fran. It's 3 rounds of 21 thrusters and 21 chest to bar pull-ups. So this is the workout they did last year in the online portion of the games. Matt Fraser won this one in 3 minutes and 8 seconds. I think the next best time maybe was Noah Olsen at like 3:45 or something. It was a massive gap. So it's kind of like a 4 to 5 minute workout unless you're Matt Fraser. Tia Claire Toomey won this one in 3 minutes and 40 seconds, I believe. So again, I think it's more like a 4 to 5 minute workout, short sprint, Friendly Fran. What a way to start the weekend. Then event number 2, very dumbbell heavy. In fact, the whole weekend is very dumbbell heavy, not so much barbell heavy. So for this workout here, we have 50 dumbbell shoulder to overhead, 50 dumbbell deadlifts, 50 GHD sit-ups. Then we're going to a single arm dumbbell overhead squat, 100 of those. And then we do the other movements in backwards order. So essentially we end up doing 100 shoulder overheads, 100 deadlifts, 100 GHD sit-ups, and 100 overhead squats. So this workout's going to be 15 minutes plus. So the first workout's 4 to 5 minutes. That one's 15 plus. The next event, it is just ruthless. It is 60 muscle-ups in total, I believe. We got 4 time, 30 ring muscle-ups. Then I think it must be a 30 meter dumbbell front rack lunge, 300 double unders, which is no joke, 20 muscle-ups, 20 meter dumbbell front rack lunge, 200 double unders, then 10 muscle-ups, 10 meter dumbbell front rack lunge, and 100 double under. So this workout, let's be honest, it's all about the muscle ups. If you don't have high volume muscle ups, you're in trouble. So again, another 15-minute plus workout with a 25-minute cap there. Event number 4. This is the one that I said is the heavy one. Now, the weights standalone aren't that heavy, but the accumulative effect of these rounds are going to get heavy. So athletes have 10 minutes to basically get through the first 3 bars, essentially, and then do as many reps as possible at 245 pounds for the men and 165 pounds for the ladies. I believe that's like 110 kgs for the men and like 70 kgs for the women. But before they get to that final heavy bar, they got to go through 3 rounds of 10 snatches at increasing weights here, and there's a 1-minute rest between those rounds. So I guess you want to try and get to that final bar as quick as you can so you can leave yourself as much time in the 10 minutes to do some reps at that weight. But by saying that, if you race through those first 3 bars and leave yourself absolutely redlined when you come to the final bar, that's gonna be no good as well. So my prediction is that people will probably go touch and go on those first 10 as a pretty lightweight, but then they'll go singles from the second bar onwards. It's gonna be super, super interesting to see how much time people have left on that final bar, because they've got that 1-minute rest that will take up time in their 10 minutes as well. So my prediction is people probably get to their final bar at the 6 to 7 minute mark. So they'll have like 3 or 4 minutes left to do as many snatches as they can at that final weight. So I reckon it's gonna be a fun event, and the stronger, bigger athletes will enjoy that one, but maybe not so much the rest. So that event is 10 minutes, so I guess kind of like middle of the range when it comes to time domains. Not too short, not too long. But then event 5 is a long one. We have a 2-kilometer row, 16 meters handstand walking, 5 legless rope climb. Round 2, we're doing 1-kilometer row, 40-meter handstand walk, and 4 ropeless leg climbs, 4 legless rope climbs, and the last round, 500-meter row, 20-meter handstand walk, and 3 legless rope climbs. So again, the bigger guys and girls might enjoy the row, but then they've got to get upside down and walk on their hands and also do rope climbs. So I'm not sure how much being a taller and a heavier athlete is going to help you in that event. And finally, event number 6, Gretel. This is the one that we saw at the Mid-Atlantic. It is 10 rounds for time of 3 clean and jerks and 3 bar-facing burpees. It is an outright sprint. We saw Travis Mayer do this one in 2 minutes and 41 seconds. He won that event, and then Amanda Barnard won it in 2 minutes and 47 seconds. So again, it's gonna be great to be able to see if we can get some athletes beating those guys' times on Gretel. So looking at these 6 events, I would say that 5 out of the 6 events are on the lighter end. It's a lighter workout. There's only the one heavy workout, that's the snatch event. We have 3 events that are 15 minutes and longer, and that is why I'm so excited for Brent Fikowski. My money is on Brent to smash this out of the park, the semi-final. I reckon he will be the one on top of the leaderboard, not only at the Atlas Games that he's taking part in, but across all the semi-finals doing these online. He is my man. I'm calling it now. And then we have 2 events under 5 minutes, and then that one event that's 10 minutes. So definitely leaning towards the longer workout side, the lighter workout side. So you need some good capacity, some good barbell cycling. Actually, not barbell cycling. You need good dumbbell cycling. There's not a whole lot of barbells in here other than the snatch event and then Gretel at the end. It's very dumbbell heavy. On the gymnastics side, we've got some chest bar pull-ups, we've got some ring muscle ups, some handstand walks. But again, it is very dumbbell heavy when it comes to the weightlifting component. And then as far as like machines go, I believe we've only got the rower, just the rower in there. So I don't know, what do you guys think? I feel like it's a pretty good test. I feel like it's going to bring out the best CrossFitters in the field for sure. Sure, there's always going to be things missing. You've only got 6 events to play with. But I think those time domains, those exercises being used, I think it should be sufficient to bring out the best athletes. Not to mention that it's the top 5 in most of these regions, the North American, the Europe ones. It's the top 5 athletes that will progress. So there's plenty of qualifying spots. And then of course you've got those last chance qualifiers as well. My initial thoughts when I saw these come out just a few minutes ago was really good workouts, well programmed, Dave Castro, thank you. And second of all, don't know why, but Brent's name just jumped out at me. I was like, he's going to destroy these workouts. It's the kind of workouts that I've seen him at regionals dominate, slightly longer workouts where you kind of chip away larger rep schemes, which a lot of these workouts have. So I just feel and think that that Brent is going to be unstoppable in some of these events. So yeah, I have to be honest. Here I was thinking that it might be all over for Brent Fikowski, not having a live in-person competition. But now I think it's all over for the rest of the competition. I reckon Brent is going to be the dominator. What do you guys think? Do you like the look of these workouts? What's missing? What's good? What's bad about it? What do you think? So it kicks off this coming weekend, and we have the Lowlands Throwdown in Europe with athletes like Annie Thorisdottir, Laura Hovarth, Helga Dotter's there. We have Reggie Fassa. Sorry guys, man, my BKG's there. I'm gonna get destroyed in the comment section, aren't I? Frederick Hagirius is there as well. We also have the German Throwdown this weekend with some great athletes, especially on the ladies' side. We have Christine Holter, Katrin Davis-Daughter, Sam Briggs. On the men's side, we've got Jo Nikowski, Elliot Simmons. So that's going down this weekend as well. And then we also have the Brazil CrossFit Championship, and we've got our very own Victoria Campos. She's one of the Sexy Beast tribe. She's competing there, so look out for that name. That's Victoria Campos in Brazil. Then the following week, week 4, is the final week of the semifinals. We have the Atlas Games, and the men's field is just stacked. A bunch of great Canadian athletes here. We've got Jeffrey Adler, Patrick Vallner, and then also Brent Fikowski, who I've already mentioned. We also have the Asia Invitational that weekend and the West Coast Classic, which will be live in person, and I will do a separate video on the West Coast Classic. Phew, that was a mouthful. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't that pumped on the semi-final online comps, but that has now changed. I'm very much looking forward to it. I was gonna make a video today about Jason Hopper, the guy who won the Mid-Atlantic CrossFit Championships. He was on the Sevan podcast, and it's very much worthwhile listening to. So if you have the time, jump on YouTube or on wherever you listen to your podcasts, find Sevan's podcast and listen to that one with Jason Hopper on it. And then I also realized that I completely forgot to talk about the fitters in Cape Town, the African regional, the African semi-final in yesterday's video, which is embarrassing because I'm from South Africa, and so that's my it's my home ground, you know. So I apologize to all my Saffers. I will make a video. I was going to make a video today about Jason Hopper and the African semi-final, but that's going to have to be that is going to have to wait till tomorrow. Guys, that's it. Please jump in the comments. Let me know what do you think about the semi-final online workouts that have been released and who's going to dominate in which region. Let me know. Stay sexy. Keep roaring love. I'll see you soon.